Alright, our game tonight went a little faster than normal, so we have a couple minutes to play a ridiculous game type that we're going to make up on the fly. This is Pacific Rim. We've got a three-way battle free-for-all going on here. The three armies. I will be running a Knight Errant and a Knight Paladin. Lee is going to be running a Knight, what is this? Crusader? And a Knight Crusader. Yeah. And then Eric's going to be running. Okay, yeah, that's going to be too much shooting, so I'll take. I don't care which one I got. I'll take Hulk. Yeah. Okay, so never mind. I've got a Knight Errant and a Knight Crusader. He's got a Knight Paladin and a Knight Crusader. And Eric's going to be running a Wraith Knight. Do you want to run that with the two arms? Or do you want to run them with the...
No, we'll keep it.
Keep it the way it is? Okay.
We got the destroyer shots.
Alright, so Sun Cannon, he's Whiskywig. And then we've got a Storm Surge. So we've got the Xenos Threat and the two armies of Jaegers, Imperial Knights. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and figure out deployment and get this road on the show. End of deployment. So we rolled off. Eric placed his first, Lee placed his second, and I placed mine third. So over here we've got the Wraith Knight and the Storm Surge. Over here we've got the Imperial Knight Crusader. He's running an Avenger Gatling and a Thermal Cannon. The Knight Paladin is running a Rapid Fire Battle Cannon and a Reaper Chainsword. That's going to be counting as a Storm Spear missile pod, so they're both running Storm Spear. And then over here we've got the Imperial Knight Errant, the Reaper Chainsword, and the Imperial Knight Crusader with the Rapid Fire Battle Cannon and the Avenger Gatling. So, and double Storm Spear. So we're actually running the same weapons. Between our Knights, both of us have all three of the guns. We have a Rapid Fire Battle Cannon, Avenger Gatling, and a Thermal Cannon. They're just kind of spread a little bit differently. Alright, we're on to turn one. It's going to be the Xenos first. Next will be the Lee's Knights, and then end of the Xenos shooting phase. He deployed anchors. All of his big guns missed, but he shot all of his different missile systems over and took you down by 2 wounds. Yep. So down to 22 wounds on the Crusader. The Wraith Knight shot over and took down 5 wounds on my Crusader, so I'm down to 19 wounds. And that is it for the movement, shooting, and no assault phase. So we're on to Imperial Knight turn over here. Turn 1. End of the movement phase, so he went ahead and moved off just a little bit. We're on to the shooting phase. End of the shooting phase, the Knight Paladin shot everything across and took me down, mostly with the Storm Spear missile pod. Took me down to 16 wounds on my Knight Errant. The Knight Crusader shot across and took several wounds off the Storm Spear. Took it down to, what was that? 15. So, alright, so on to my turn. End of my turn, so I went ahead and moved up, shot, didn't do too much. In an assault, I dealt 6 wounds, he dealt 6 back to me, so I'm down to 5 wounds, and you're at what?
13.
13. Okay, and then I moved my Crusader over here, shot at the Wraith Knight, took you down to
16 or 18.
18 wounds. Out of range to charge, obviously. So we're on to turn 2 for the Xenos. Uh-oh. Anchors are kicking in this turn, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh, turn 2. End of the Xenos turn. The Storm, I forgot the name of it. Storm Surge shot its destroyer missiles over and took, it was like
6 wounds.
Total of 6 wounds off the Crusader. So he is down to 15 wounds. And then the Wraith Knight moved over and shot at the Hulk, the Crusader. Took off 6 wounds from the Sun Cannon shots, so I'm down to 14 wounds on that. Alright, we're moving on to Imperial Knight turn, Lee's Imperial Knights. End of Lee's turn 2, so the Crusader moved over, fired and shot at the Storm Surge, took off how many wounds from the Storm Surge? Anything?
Oh no, he took off. No, he didn't take off anything. No.
Didn't take off anything. So he's bracketed. I misspoke in the previous clip. He's actually down to 12 wounds instead of 15. So he was bracketed, and the -1 to his ballistic skill caused him to not deal any damage there. He fell back a little bit and shot everything at the Imperial Knight Errant and dealt exactly 5 wounds with the rapid fire battle cannon, killing him. He did explode though, and rolled a 1.
I bracketed him though.
We bracketed him, so it took the 1 wound that it needed to bring him down to the second bracket. So he's down to 12 wounds now. Pretty cool. We're on to my turn 2.
Get double the stomps.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. I moved up 12. I shot everything into the Wraith Knight, bracketed him, and took him down to 8 wounds. I tried charging, lost 2 wounds on Overwatch, so I'm now bracketed down. I failed the charge range. I needed a 12. I rolled a 7. So on to Xenos, turn 3. End of Xenos' turn, Storm Spear shot over and wiped out the Crusader. And then the Wraith Knight shot and took a couple wounds, brought me down to 10, and then charged me, and I barely wiped him out in Overwatch because of the Storm Spear missile pod. Everything fired, and I wiped him out. So it did not explode. You rolled a 3 for that. So on to Imperial Knight, turn 3. We've only got 1 here. We've got the Paladin left. Board's getting a little thin. All of us have lost 1, so we'll see who can finish this out. End of Lee's Imperial Knight turn. He moved up. He shot the Storm Spear missile pod and the rapid fire battle cannon across and did not do any wounds to the Storm Spear. It saved all of its 6 up, feel no pains, and it also has cover and stuff. And then he shot the 2 heavy stubbers through at me. Since I'm in cover, I had a 2 up and I saved those. So on to my turn. Looking at the battlefield right now, I've got 10 wounds remaining on this. He's got 12 and he's got 15. So it's really coming down to our last models. We've resolved that if he can kill me, then he pretty much wins because it's going to take him forever to get across. But if I kill him, then it's going to come down between us 2. So we'll see how this goes. It's my turn now. Turn 3.
I am hitting on 4s now.
Yeah, end of my turn, I moved up 12. I shot everything across and took him down to 10 wounds. I tried charging. I failed. I needed an 11. I got like a 4 or 5. In Overwatch, he took me down 6 wounds with his big gun, dealing d6 damage, and rolled a 6. I'm down to 4 wounds. We're on to his turn now. That was damage inflicted to me on my own turn, so unfortunate. All right, his turn. Very quick little turn there. So he shot, he killed. So the only thing left on the table is a 10 wound Storm Surge and a 12 wound Knight Paladin. And we're on turn. That was your turn 4. Man, this has gone 4 turns. I'm surprised. So we're going on to Lee's turn 4. I'm eliminated from the game, so I'm just here for documentation and moral support. So go Lee. Oh, no. That was the end of his shooting phase. That was a Storm Spear missile pod. Did not wound. You're down to how many wounds?
7 wounds.
7 wounds.
Not bracketed to the next level, though.
Yeah. Okay. Is that the end of your shooting?
Yeah, that was everything. That was the last thing.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that's the end of his turn. Down to 7 wounds. It is now. We'll just go ahead and film the rest because there's so much less to do. So on to turn 5. Potentially the last turn of the game.
10, 20,
Shooting his missile pod things.
29,
29 shots.
plus 2.
Let's go ahead and get a cinematic view while we're waiting.
Not good.
Through the brush, kind of hard to see.
On 5s.
Wounding on 5s. There's a few there.
And 3 minus 1.
-1.
+1 for cover because you're shooting through all the
So
stuff.
back to a 3 up. Oh, is this the one that ignores cover?
No.
All saved.
Big gun.
Good gun.
D6 shots. 3.
Shots.
on 3s. 2 wounds.
Any AP?
-4. So
So
plus
5 up.
1.
So 5.
5 up.
Yeah.
1 goes through.
Uh-oh.
2
2 damage.
Down to 10.
That's the end of turn 5 for the Storm Surge. On to turn 5 for the Knight Paladin. If he does not kill the Storm Surge this turn,
Pretty much dead.
yeah, I mean, depending on if the game goes on or not, it's done.
How's the most round?
Where are we at? 10? 10 wounds?
Yeah, it was at 10.
Okay.
7 versus 10.
Oh boy.
Fire everything.
Fire everything.
Totally has been a joke all night.
Yep. Not on camera, but has been a joke all night.
So heavy stubbers. Hitting on 4s because I'm bracketed. 3. Strength 4, so wounding 5s.
Yeah, toughness 7, needing 5s.
Nope.
Okay.
Rapid fire battle gun, having 2d6.
4 shots.
Ugh.
Not as good as the last
Four of
turn.
them,
Hitting on 4s. 2
2.
hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 3s.
2 wounds. -2.
Yeah, that's saved.
4 of them.
And
Storm spear. Heavy 3. 4s are hits.
all hits. Wounds on 3s.
3s.
That's 1.
-2.
Yeah, it's fine.
No!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
Did you shoot your heavy stubbers yet? I think.
Yeah, that was the first thing I shot.
That's it for your shooting.
Man. Okay, hold on. Does it go on? I'm neutral, so I'm going to roll and see if it goes on. That's not a real die. Okay, on a, what, 3 up? 4 up?
I thought it was a 2 up to start the first one.
No, it's a 3 up and then a 4 up. 3 up, it goes on. It's a 2! That's it!
It's gotta go on.
Okay,
It's gotta go on.
Okay, hold on.
Let you fire and then.
It goes on! Okay. It goes
Can't
on.
have 2 standing.
Okay.
Alright.
There's got to be a winner.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, because it would be a tie.
Yeah.
Alright, Norse cover. Nothing.
By the way, we typically play late at night, so it's currently
18, 20.
midnight 07, 12:07.
30. It is the AM now.
It is the AM.
35 shots.
Oh. Oh.
Here, you need some of my die? Here you go. Can take some of mine. Need to get you a bucket?
Yeah.
Maybe go get you a literal hose to shoot your bullets through.
What did I say, 35?
Yeah. We'll find out. You said, yeah, I think it was 35.
Yeah, it's 30 something. I can rewind the camera if we need to, but reel back the tape,
Be happy I wasn't hitting on 3s.
plug it into the VCR.
On 5s. Four is all.
What AP?
-1.
-1, so +1 because of cover? Yeah. Right, so, oh yeah. You got the big pole in front of your face.
My face is right here. These 2 little guys.
That's
right
because you're
Yeah,
That doesn't count.
the model. Yeah, it's got the 2 guys that are driving it.
So that makes it a
Little men.
3 up. The 1 goes through.
Just 1 damage.
Down to 9.
Okay.
That one's 9.
Big gun. Everything hits. Wounds on 3s.
It's the big gun.
Yep. 4 wounds.
4 wounds. This could be it.
5 up in bone.
There's 4 of them.
Uh-oh.
They do D6 each.
Uh-oh.
3d6s. Is this gonna pass your 9?
Yeah.
11. 11.
Yay! Does it explode?
Just for
No.
No.
Absolutely not. It dies and
It falls directly in place comfortably. No, not even any smoke. It just kind of just like squats down and kneels down and falls asleep. And the Tau is victorious in this ridiculous bonus post-game showdown. So good games all around.
yeah, good game.
Good game.
Good game.
That was ridiculous.